What's up, YouTube? We're down here at the shop. We got the SRT4 warming up right now. We're about to move it up here where the air compressor is, because like I told y'all, we're gonna put the wheel spacers on, which are here. So what we're gonna do is move it to the shop, because we're actually gonna have to hammer the wheel studs into the hub with an impact. Can't do them by hand. I mean, you can, but we've done it, and you trust me, you don't want to go about it that way. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and move it out of the shop. My little building right here, which is an absolute mess. You'll get to see a little bit of it here in a minute when I back it out. We're gonna move it up here to where the air compressor is. Hopefully everything goes nice and smooth. Hopefully there's plenty of stud to put these things on, because they're 1/4 inch thick. And hopefully we get some road time in it today. So here we go. Alright, so I already got the wheel off. I thought the camera was recording. I was going to record all of it, but we've all seen me take a wheel off, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube about that. So, but here's the spacer. Go ahead and put it on the car. Fits exactly like it needs to. I'm not going to fix that stud yet, mostly for the fact that we still got to go back in there and fix that CV. So as of right now, it's still not big a deal, or a big deal to me. I'm going to say it's not a big thing. It definitely needs to be fixed. So we're going to try sitting this wheel on and see how much stud we have left. Now I picked this side instead of the side that had the loose studs, because if it's actually not going to work, then I want to go ahead and pretty much, I'm not going to say call it a day, but just go ahead and get the easiest side first is pretty much what I'm doing here. Instead of picking the side I'm going to have to fight with. Alright, I think we have a good deal of stud left, I do believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. And the reason I'm using a ratchet, I meant to say the last video, but I totally forgot. I keep forgetting to charge my impact, and it's just not worth hauling the daggum air compressor and everything out of the building. There's 2 cars in this building right here. You can't see it, but there he is. And it's just a headache getting all that out, so instead of doing that, I just go ahead and use a ratchet. Well, there she is, guys. She's on the car. It rolls. Feels like it's supposed to. Thank God that actually worked. I was kind of worried, the fact that I thought I was gonna have to maybe run a different kind of spacer. I really didn't want to go through that, but it fits. So I'm gonna go ahead and button the rest of this thing up, and then we'll be back with the rest of the car. And hopefully everything else turns out just as well as this has. So. Alright, so everything went well. We got everything on the car. The wheels are completely on. We done checked oil, everything. I know it sat for a while, filled with the coolant and everything. So right now we're going to the car wash to give her a bath. Alright, the reason you're getting to see me right now instead of getting to see the SRT4 getting car wash is for the fact that these spacers did not completely solve the problem. We thought they were going to solve the problem most of the part. But after getting the wheel on and cutting the video off, where I had thorough time to inspect it, the wheel was still sitting extremely close to that coilover. And even though I thought that was going to be good enough, when you hit a bump or anything that makes that wheel camber in, it cambers in towards that coilover and rubs on it. Now, the other problem that we have when it does that is when you go in reverse. Basically, we're shifting all the way to the front of the car, and once again, the wheels are cambering in. They just eat that strut tower and or coilover. Now, we got probably about 3 miles down the road before we officially just figured out that's what it was. I was not actually sure that was the problem still. I was thinking maybe it was rubbing on something else when I went full lock turn or anything like that, which still didn't explain the going in reverse straight. So I went in there and checked everything. I was like, well, that's not the problem. So the one way to officially define that it was hitting the strut tower was feel the back of the wheel for scuffing, and it has almost completely destroyed the back of the wheel. It is a brand new wheel, but I mean, it has absolutely chewed that inside lip all to pieces. Now, I haven't took the wheel off and actually assessed the damage, but it feels pretty bad. I'm hoping and praying it's not going to be anything to where I have to worry about it being a safety issue, or have to be to the point where I have to get rid of the wheel. I know that we've all seen some curb rash on a wheel and everything, and it'd be pretty bad, but I mean, this is to the point I could actually peel chunks of aluminum off the back. They want huge chunks of aluminum. You should never be able to do that on a wheel. So what I have done is I went ahead and the spacers that I put on in the video were 1/4 inch thick spacers. I went ahead and ordered 1/2 inch thick spacers that we're going to go ahead and put on it, which should completely eliminate the problem, hopefully. And still make the car look somewhat normal. I don't want to go inch spacers or anything like that, because it's just causes the wheel to stick out too far, which just looks awful. And I don't understand. Still, I'm having this problem because it's a 8.5 inch wheel with a 38 offset, which is what should fit an SRT4 pretty well, at least on all the forums and stuff that I read up on before actually choosing my wheel fitment. So we're going to continue to look into that. Hopefully, as soon as those get here, we'll be fine. The problem with that is we're going to have to cut the studs, the factory studs, because they're going to stick out past the spacer and not allow the wheel to completely sit against the spacer, which could be a problem. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, guys, just continue watching. We're going to get this problem fixed, and in the next video, we're going to go ahead and take the wheel off and see exactly what we're working with. And plus, I still got to get I still need to get some stuff done to the Miata. We got to replace the valve cover gasket. I got a couple buddies that are dying to come over and see it. Unfortunately, they were going to come over Saturday, but I got the wife really wanted to do some things, so I went ahead and spent some time with her, being that I hardly ever get to see her. So anyway, please guys, like this video. Please, there's a button either here or there's a button either here. I have no idea where it is. It says subscribe, nice pretty red button. You need to hit that, and we'll keep you updated on everything that's going on with the SRT4. And if you want to be able to know more about what's going on throughout the whole build, like the Nitro Kid 98 Facebook by going into Facebook, type of Nitro Kid 98 in the toolbar, and I post a lot of stuff up on there before it ever hits YouTube. Nitro Kid 98, guys. Thanks.